y'all? This is DB. Just I'm here chilling with IndieJamz.
Yes, sir. Welcome back.
Thank you.
Yeah, 2.5 years. That's the process.
Yeah.
What does it mean to you to finally be done and get it out there?
Just things that's been building up with me feelings wise. Everybody's got their own issues, and that's the reason why I do music, for therapy for me.
Yeah.
And I was just letting things fly. Actually, when I have 3 kids now. When I wrote it, I only had 2. So as I was writing it, in one of the lyrics, I said 3 kids, I'm finished with birth. So a lot has happened as I was writing it. So it's a lot of stuff was building up, and I just closed the chapter on that. So
you close the chapter on that. You moving on. What's next?
Outside Thoughts, the album that I'm working on. I actually got another video on the works that I'm going to be shooting in a couple weeks. So the Casket 3 was just my first single to it, and Outside Thoughts is the album that I'm working on. That's going to be dropping pretty soon. It's about 80% done. So.
Okay, now Outside Thoughts. I mean, that sounds pretty deep. What can we expect?
Just lyrics, fun, laugh, pain. Is basically the mature me.
So what's it like being an artist, having the family, supporting the fans, still investing in your craft?
You gotta balance. It's all about balance, man, with me. Cause working and doing the family thing and then doing the music. I work 60 hours a week, plus dealing with music, plus come home dealing with kids. So I barely get sleep. Maybe
on edge, 99.9% of the time.
Maybe 3 hours a day. 3 hours a day I try. So.
I have quite a few artists in here. They just starting up, man, or they've only been doing it a couple of years. What can you tell everyone just based off your experience, what you've been through? Can you share any advice or anything?
Don't get discouraged for one, because nobody sees your vision, and don't let anything get in your way of what you're trying to do. First of all, because nobody, for example, say if you're a poet and you kind of be like, yo, I want to do it, but I don't feel like I'm comfortable. Just do it, because you don't know what can happen. You see what I'm saying? So just do what you got to do, and don't let nobody get in the way of anything.
Who else are you working with right now? It doesn't matter if they're an artist or not. And I know you say you got your, I don't want to say cameraman.
Yeah, that's my guy Neo. That's my guy
Neo. I want to call him by his name. I don't want to be rude.
Yeah.
Who are you working with right now in the industry?
Actually, I'm trying to get Jadakiss.
That's not hard.
Yeah, that's.
After his verses, that might be a little.
Yeah. I actually was talking to him. He put the Casket song on one of his mixtapes he was hosting. So shout out to him. I actually was talking.
You knew you were gonna get that.
Nah.
Come on.
I'm humble, man. I'm humble.
I know you are, but you deserve it.
Well, thank you.
Since I've met you, I've always said lyrically, listen.
I appreciate it.
I just got a question, because there's a bunch of artists in here right now, so I don't know how everybody feels. I'm looking for head nods or whatnot, but how do you feel about hashtagging your brand or tagging your brand in everything that you do, even if it's making fun of the next person? Are we doing that, or? That was a long.
I understand hashtagging your brand to get it out there, but I'm not going to do that again. If I was coming to shout at you, I'm not going to do that to promote.
So we're not doing Happy Valentine's Day hashtag Leche Mundo.
I guess we can do that.
I'm just trying to figure this whole thing out, because I got IndieJamz. That's just a brand in itself. I don't have no liquor or nothing like that. I don't know. These people really be pushing their stuff, and they tag it and everything. I'm like, okay, is this what we do now? Do we tag everything?
I guess everybody, I guess they're just trying to get it how to get it. I guess.
I have my co-host Leo in the building. Leo, you said something about the bag, because we were talking a little off topic earlier on his show about what is the app that people use?
OnlyFans.
And then
we were
talking about it, and you said something about the coins.
Yeah, you gotta get your coins any way possible.
I don't know.
There is something for everyone.
Yeah.
Okay. When you go on your phone, there's an app that you go directly to. There's an app that you go directly to. There's an app that these guys go directly to. Honestly, I'm addicted to this golf app. I don't know why. It seriously consumes the little 20 minutes I get of freedom in a day. So everybody has their thing. I think when it comes to when it comes to that's another one. You better stay away. honestly, it's running my pockets right now. I'm a little tired of it. But
You on that too?
when it comes to OnlyFans, I feel like that's people's thing, man. They go on there, they know what they're looking for.
Mm-hmm.
They're not afraid to spend money because you're going to get what you pay for.
Yeah.
And that's their thing.
I mean,
it ain't for me. I swear I don't have the app. But that's not to say. Go ahead, Leon. You got something to say?
Go ahead. Get it off.
Well, I was just thinking like, okay, so like I was telling Elvie earlier, I had moved to Omaha, right?
Yeah.
And I needed to make money. So what I did was I bought a Dropbox. I know this is gonna sound crazy, but I bought a Dropbox and it had somebody's feet pictures on it, and yeah. And so
He's
what
like,
I did
what?
was I was selling somebody else's feet pictures and nudes and stuff. So
I mean, listen, man. Everybody got
It's a hustle.
Get it.
It's a hustle.
I mean, like I said, I ain't
All
knocking
about
it.
your coins.
Get your hustle on, man. Get your hustle, man.
Well, that was my thing when it came to people putting themselves out there when it comes to their brand. What are you willing to do for your brand?
First of all, I ain't gonna do. I ain't gonna do that or sell my soul. See what I'm saying? I try not to push it on people, man. If one thing you can't do is try to force something on somebody.
Right.
They either like it or they don't. So whoever follow along. My thing is I give people one time like, hey, Indy, you wanna check this out? If you like it, cool. If not, I appreciate your time.
I like your merch.
Well, thank you. First of all, I got a chick that I'm trying to, she says she's down for it. I just got to send her the stuff. I've been so backed up. I'm not going to give no names, but she's somebody off the Bad Girls Club.
Okay.
I can't tell you. I can't tell you.
Kaluchi?
Nah. I'm going to give you the initials. CR. That's all I'm saying.
You already know.
But somebody I want to work, I'm going to let you think about it. Somebody that I would love to work with. He's locked up right now. One of my favorite artists, Max B.
Oh,
my guy.
fire.
Yes.
That's when next beat's supposed to be released.
I don't know, they talk about next year and it's supposedly this December. I don't know. He just need to get home. Because I actually was speaking with
Max B was so fired before he got locked up.
Exactly.
It was like sad. I hate when that happens. Either somebody is fired, like pop. You know what I'm saying? You fire and then boom, then, you're gone. But it was out of 4 artists. It was like Max B, Melly,
See, go ahead, keep going.
Bobby Shmurda, and there was one more artist. I think it was 6ix9ine. It was like, if you get free and it is artist.
Oh man. But the bigger Val, the Max B, the Wave God,
Yeah.
Silver Surfer. Yeah, definitely him. Definitely him by far. Like the Melly kid. Like, I mean, I don't want to show my age, but I don't know that type of music. Like my son listens to that and like NLE Chopper and all that. Like, but I don't. That's not your. That ain't like you said. Everything ain't for everybody, and that just ain't for me. I like substance. I like conscience. I like the gritty. I like the damn. Did you hear what the hell he just said? Like that's why I like.
Oh, when you got somebody next to you, you slap them.
Yeah,
like, you heard that?
I'm like, you ain't hear what he said. You ain't hear what he said.
Oh, the best thing I've ever seen, especially when it comes to lyricism and artists, like anybody from D-Block, is when you tell somebody to freestyle, they freestyle something that is from back in the day. You're like, no, I definitely heard that before. He run an open mic, so I know he's heard it all.
Yeah, I see it a lot. I had this one friend, we were at the bus stop, right? And these guys are just freestyling. So basically, he's on his phone, he's like, y'all about to go freestyle, right? So then I hear him listening to it, and he walks over there, and he's like, I fucked up. I don't know if he hears it or not, but he's like, yeah, I messed up. I'm like, what do you mean it's a freestyle? He's like, I messed up. He's like, let's do it again. I'm like, yo, it's a freestyle. This freestyle. But I mean, you have a lot of people out here who will try to take credit for other people's stuff.
Oh man. That's to touch on what you said about stealing other people's stuff. If you're an artist out there, get your paperwork right, man.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Get your paperwork right, because there's a couple times, not with just me, there's a couple people that I know that are got their foot in the door.
Yeah.
And big artists, steal other people's stuff all the time.
I mean, I deal with it just getting music submissions.
All the time.
Artists ask me, they're like, what are you going to do with it? I'm like, I'm going to play it on the radio.
That's what I'm saying.
What do you think? They're like, people be out here stealing. I was like, I don't know what people do,
Get
but
your
I don't want
right,
your music.
man.
So
Get it right. That's all I'm saying. But to touch on what you said about the whole freestyle thing, it's funny you say that because I don't know if y'all watched like the Flex freestyles and all that.
Oh, yeah.
Flex. There's a couple big people that be spitting the same stuff that be on a mixtape.
yeah.
So that's, I mean, if you don't got nothing on hand, yeah, just spit whatever. But me, I like to try to keep it fresh. Like what I used to do, to kind of go back to what I was saying about get your paperwork right. I used to delete all my verses I used to do, but I was like, nah, because somebody can steal that. So now I had to rewrite. Look, I think he found it. So now I had to rewrite everything and get my paperwork right. So now I'm good now. So.
And I don't want to get too deep into it because I know it's a huge controversy. But when it comes to lyricism, have you heard Tory Lanez, and how do you feel about his album that he dropped that he's not getting any love on?
You know what's crazy to touch on that? I don't even mess with dudes like that. Like, and I say that I say that to say this, like I don't even listen to his music, but then when I heard what happened, I'm like, dude, not a female dog, nah, I can't rock with you at all with that one. But I don't know. I think it's bad timing on him, but he did it the smart way because everybody talking about him. But I don't respect it at all. That's just my
I've
opinion.
seen like, everything was like, oh, I can't believe you did that, and then the next day I'm like, oh, this is fire. This is the hardest thing I've ever heard. I'm like, wait, you guys are all bipolar, by the way.
Exactly.
You didn't know this is confirmation. Because
Exactly.
just a week ago, you were just saying how horrible of a human he is, and this week he has the most fire album. And even though he's not getting the big names talking about him, they still listening.
And to touch on that, same with 6ix9ine. You see, he did what he did, but
He does the most. Though. He
yeah,
just
but
put
look,
himself
but
in
his
the
numbers, but his
hospital.
numbers is still up. In every
Not as much as they could be.
Yeah, but he's still doing better than people that's in the door and
for
that's
sure.
been doing it for a while.
Yeah, somebody was trying to compare with him and Draco, and I was just like, I don't know because I don't know. Not everybody is listening to that. Not everybody is into that Chicago, and not everybody is into the certain street, style music.
Yeah, but to touch on that 6ix9ine, everybody giving him flack for that, which I understand completely, but there's a lot of stuff in people talking about Snoop Dogg, Snitch, and T.I. and all that, but y'all giving 6ix9ine flack. But what about them? I ain't condoning it, saying it's right because I don't like it either. But my thing to touch on that, don't play both sides of the fence. Don't get on him, but not get on him. If you're gonna do it all, or do it. You see what I'm saying?
And we're going down a list.
Exactly.
Check
Like,
them
and don't. I'm like me. Like, you can call me whatever. Like a punk, a clown, a snitch. Call me whatever. But at the same time, you're not. That's not who I am. I'm a man before anything. You feel me? So, like, I don't know. That's just how I roll. I don't know. I'm just different.
That was perfect little segue into your song.
Thank you.
All right. Well, thank you for coming through. Thank you for blessing us with your
Yes,
presence. Thank you for this conversation. I think, after all the interviews we had today, it was a perfect way to wrap up the show. So thank you so much. We have your song here. I want to get a play live on there, but before we do, can you just real quick let everybody know your social media, where they can get your music, where they can get that merch?
Okay. Yeah. First of all, hit me on the merch. On the social media tip, official.d.b. That's where I'm at on Instagram. And Twitter, it's capital DONNI, the number 3B, but I'm barely on Twitter. That's another thing. I gotta get my social media game up. But yeah, that's basically what I'm on. Instagram again, official.d.b. And Twitter, capital DONNI, the number 3 and B. And that's it. Just hit me up on there.